Ladies and gentlemen, throughout history, great leaders, strategists, and thinkers have often reminded us that true strength lies not in physical confrontation, but in outmaneuvering challenges with wisdom and strategy. Today, I'll share 6 powerful ways to destroy your enemy without fighting them. These principles, rooted in psychology, diplomacy, and ancient philosophy, can be applied to conflicts in life, business, or personal relationships. Understanding the power of knowledge is one of the most effective ways to overcome challenges and adversaries without resorting to direct conflict. Knowledge is not just about gathering facts, but about deeply understanding situations, people, and yourself. It equips you with the insight needed to make informed decisions, anticipate potential challenges, and outmaneuver your opponents. So, in many ways, knowledge is the ultimate weapon, more powerful than brute force, because it allows you to strategically navigate situations with precision and control. If you're unable to keep a secret because you can't, knowledge is the only weapon you have left. The first step in harnessing the power of knowledge is self-awareness. Knowing yourself and your strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals gives you a solid foundation. It allows you to recognize what truly matters and what battles are worth engaging in. Self-awareness also helps you identify your emotional triggers, which is crucial for maintaining composure in high-stress situations. By understanding your motivations and limitations, you can approach conflicts with a clear mind and avoid making decisions driven by fear, anger, or ego. Equally important is understanding your opponent. Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese military strategist, emphasized that knowing your enemy is as important as knowing yourself. This understanding involves delving into their motivations, goals, and vulnerabilities. What drives their actions? What do they fear losing? What are their patterns of behavior? By answering these questions, you can predict their moves and counteract their strategies effectively. For example, in a workplace scenario, if a colleague is attempting to undermine you, understanding their insecurities or ambitions can help you address the root cause of their behavior. Instead of confronting them directly, you could address their concerns in a way that neutralizes their need to act against you. Knowledge also extends to understanding the broader context of a situation. This includes the environment, the people involved, and the potential consequences of various actions. Situational awareness allows you to see the bigger picture and identify opportunities that others might overlook. For instance, in a competitive business environment, understanding market trends, customer needs, and competitor strategies can help you position yourself advantageously without directly clashing with rivals. When you act based on well-researched insights, you are not just reacting to circumstances, but proactively shaping them. Another critical aspect of knowledge is emotional intelligence. Understanding human behavior, including the emotions and motivations of others, is a powerful tool. People are often driven by emotions rather than logic, and recognizing this can help you navigate conflicts more effectively. For example, if you understand that someone's aggression stems from insecurity, you can address their emotional needs rather than escalating the conflict. Emotional intelligence allows you to communicate in a way that diffuses tension, builds rapport, and earns trust. The power of knowledge also lies in its ability to create alternatives. When faced with a conflict, knowing multiple ways to achieve your goals gives you flexibility. You are not constrained to a single path and can adapt to changing circumstances. This adaptability can be a game changer as it prevents your opponents from predicting your actions. For instance, in negotiations, understanding the interests and needs of all parties involved allows you to propose creative solutions that satisfy everyone, eliminating the need for confrontation. Lastly, acquiring knowledge is an ongoing process. The world is constantly changing, and staying informed requires continuous learning. Whether it's keeping up with industry developments, improving your skills, or deepening your understanding of human nature, a commitment to learning ensures that you remain prepared for any challenge. Moreover, the more you know, the more confident you become, and confidence itself can deter potential adversaries. People are less likely to challenge someone who exudes competence and authority. When mastering emotional control is an essential skill for overcoming challenges and dealing with adversaries without resorting to confrontation. Emotions, while natural and important, can cloud judgment and lead to impulsive decisions when not managed effectively. The ability to maintain composure in the face of provocation gives you a significant advantage, allowing you to think clearly, act strategically, and influence outcomes in your favor. Emotional control is not about suppressing feelings, but about channeling them constructively and staying centered, even in high-stress situations. One of the first steps in mastering emotional control is recognizing your emotional triggers. Everyone has certain situations, words, or actions that evoke strong reactions, whether it's anger, frustration, or fear. By identifying these triggers, you can prepare yourself to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. For example, if a colleague's criticism often angers you, understanding why it affects you, whether it's tied to insecurity or a sense of injustice, can help you address the root cause. Instead of lashing out or shutting down, you can respond calmly and confidently, disarming their attempt to provoke you. Self-awareness also plays a key role in emotional control. Being in tune with your emotions allows you to observe them without being overwhelmed. Practicing mindfulness is an effective way to enhance self-awareness. Mindfulness involves staying present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you feel anger or frustration rising, mindfulness enables you to pause, take a step back, and assess the situation objectively. This moment of pause creates a space where you can choose your response instead of being controlled by your emotions. Another crucial aspect of emotional control is regulating your physiological responses to stress. When faced with a challenging or confrontational situation, the body often reacts with a surge of adrenaline, quickened heartbeat, and shallow breathing. These physical responses can escalate emotional intensity, making it harder to think clearly. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and meditation can help calm your nervous system and restore a sense of equilibrium. For instance, taking slow, deliberate breaths in a heated discussion can prevent you from saying something impulsive that you might regret later. Emotional control also requires shifting your perspective. Often, strong emotions arise from interpreting situations in a way that feels threatening or unfair. Reframing the situation can help you see it in a more constructive light. For example, if someone insults you, instead of taking it personally, you might view it as a reflection of their own insecurities, rather than a genuine critique of your character. This shift in perspective not only reduces the emotional sting, but also gives you the mental clarity to respond effectively. Equally important is learning to detach your sense of self-worth from external events or the actions of others. When you rely on external validation, you become more vulnerable to emotional manipulation. For example, if an adversary knows you crave approval, they may withhold it to destabilize you. By cultivating inner confidence and a strong sense of self, you can maintain inner confidence and a strong sense of self. You can maintain emotional stability, regardless of others' actions. This detachment doesn't mean indifference, but rather resilience, being rooted in your values and unaffected by superficial slights. Empathy is another powerful tool in emotional control. Understanding the emotions and motivations of others helps you respond with compassion rather than confrontation. For instance, if someone lashes out in anger, recognizing that they may be acting out of fear or frustration can help you respond calmly instead of escalating the conflict. Empathy doesn't mean excusing bad behavior, but rather addressing the underlying dynamics in a way that diffuses tension and fosters resolution. Consistent practice and self-reflection are key to strengthening emotional control over time. Journaling about your emotional responses, seeking feedback from trusted peers, and learning from past experiences can help you identify patterns and areas for improvement. Additionally, surrounding yourself with emotionally intelligent role models can provide inspiration and guidance as you develop this skill. Winning through influence rather than confrontation is a powerful and sustainable way to resolve conflicts, achieve goals, and neutralize adversaries. Influence allows you to shape outcomes, without resorting to force, aggression, or direct opposition. Instead of creating resistance or animosity, influence fosters collaboration, understanding, and often even admiration. This approach requires emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and the ability to connect with others on a meaningful level. When applied effectively, influence can turn potential adversaries into allies, and seemingly insurmountable obstacles into opportunities for growth and success. The essence of influence lies in understanding people. Every individual has their motivations, desires, fears, and goals. By understanding these factors, you can find common ground and craft your approach to align with their interests. This alignment creates a sense of shared purpose, making others more receptive to your ideas. The ISS, for instance, in a workplace setting, if a colleague resists your project proposal, understanding their concerns, whether it's fear of added workload or skepticism about its feasibility, can help you address those issues directly. Instead of confronting their resistance, you can present solutions that alleviate their concerns, turning them into a supporter rather than an obstacle. Building rapport is another cornerstone of influence. People are more likely to be influenced by those they trust and feel connected to. Establishing trust requires consistent behavior, authenticity, and empathy. Showing genuine interest in others and valuing their opinions creates a foundation of mutual respect. Small actions, such as remembering personal details or acknowledging someone's contributions, can go a long way in building rapport. For example, if a team member feels overlooked, taking the time to recognize their efforts can make them more inclined to support your initiatives in the future. Effective communication is also critical to winning through influence. This involves not only articulating your ideas clearly, but also listening actively to others. Active listening shows that you value their input, which fosters a collaborative environment. Moreover, how you communicate can significantly impact how your message is received. Adopting a calm, respectful tone, even in the face of disagreement, helps maintain a positive dynamic and encourages open dialogue. For instance, during a negotiation, framing your requests in terms of mutual benefit, here's how this will help both of us, can make your position more persuasive. Persuasion techniques, such as appealing to logic, emotion, or authority, also play a role in influence. The key is to tailor your approach to the audience. Logical arguments backed by data and evidence can be highly effective with analytical individuals, while emotional appeals might resonate more with those driven by values and feelings. For example, if you're trying to rally a team behind a cause, sharing a compelling story about the impact of their efforts can inspire and motivate them. Similarly, referencing credible sources or authorities can lend weight to your argument and make it more convincing. One of the most effective ways to influence without confrontation is by framing situations in a way that minimizes resistance. People often resist when they feel their autonomy is being threatened or when they are forced into a decision. Offering choices rather than ultimatums allows others to feel empowered and more willing to cooperate. For instance, instead of demanding that a partner adopt your approach, presenting multiple options, each of which aligns with your desired outcome, can lead them to choose willingly. Timing also plays a crucial role in influence. Pushing too hard or too soon can backfire, leading to resistance. Patience and persistence are essential, allowing you to wait for the right moment to present your ideas. This often means observing and understanding the dynamics of a situation before acting. For example, in a competitive business environment, waiting for a competitor to show vulnerability before making a move can position you as a trusted and capable leader. Winning through influence requires consistency and integrity. People are more likely to follow those they perceive as reliable and principled. If your actions align with your words and you demonstrate fairness and respect, you build a reputation that strengthens your ability to influence over time. This credibility is invaluable as it ensures that your influence is not only effective, but enduring. Using strategy over strength is a principle rooted in wisdom and foresight, emphasizing the power of intellect, planning, and adaptability over brute force. While physical or direct power can provide temporary solutions, strategy offers sustainable, efficient, and often transformative results. It allows you to achieve your objectives while minimizing risks, conserving resources, and avoiding unnecessary conflict. History, business, and personal experiences are filled with examples of how a well-crafted strategy has triumphed over sheer strength. Strategy begins with a clear understanding of your goals. Before taking any action, it's essential to know precisely what you want to achieve. Without a defined objective, even the best tactics can lead to wasted efforts. For instance, in a workplace conflict, simply overpowering a colleague in a debate may feel like a win, but if your ultimate goal is to foster collaboration or earn their trust, this approach could backfire. Strategy requires you to think beyond immediate victories and focus on long-term success. A key component of strategy is foresight, the ability to anticipate outcomes and plan accordingly. This involves analyzing the situation, considering potential consequences, and preparing for various scenarios. For example, in negotiations, it's not enough to present your case forcefully. You must anticipate objections, understand the other party's priorities, and have solutions ready that align with their interests. Foresight allows you to stay one step ahead, ensuring you are not caught off guard by unexpected developments. Another crucial aspect of strategy is adaptability. Strength often relies on rigid approaches, assuming that overpowering resistance is the only way forward. Strategy, on the other hand, thrives on flexibility. It enables you to pivot when circumstances change or when your initial plan doesn't yield the desired results. Strategy strives to use the most available strategy in order to enforce results as an excuse for not getting to work. In business, for instance, a company that sticks rigidly to outdated methods risks losing relevance, while a strategic organization continuously adapts to market trends and customer needs, staying ahead of competitors without direct confrontation. Understanding the environment is also vital in crafting a successful strategy. Context matters in every conflict or challenge, and what works in one situation might fail in another. By assessing the environment, whether it's the social dynamics of a workplace, the competitive landscape of a market, or the cultural norms of a community, you can tailor your approach to maximize effectiveness. For example, a leader managing a diverse team must consider each member's strengths, motivations, and concerns to create a strategy that unites them toward a common goal. Strategic thinking often involves leveraging the strengths of others to achieve your objectives. Instead of relying solely on your capabilities, you can build alliances, delegate tasks, and enlist support. This multiplies your effectiveness and allows you to achieve more with less effort. In historical contexts, great leaders like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan expanded their empires not just through direct conquests, but by forging alliances, using diplomacy, and understanding the local customs of the regions they sought to control. Subtlety is another hallmark of strategy. Unlike brute force, which is often visible and predictable, strategy operates under the radar. It allows you to achieve your goals without drawing unnecessary attention or creating opposition. For instance, in a competitive workplace, instead of directly challenging a rival for a promotion, you might focus on consistently demonstrating your value, building relationships with decision makers, and positioning yourself as an indispensable team member. By the time the opportunity arises, your competitors may find themselves outmaneuvered without even realizing it. Using strategy over strength also means conserving resources. Direct confrontations often lead to significant losses, whether it's time, energy, money, or relationships. Strategy, however, focuses on efficiency, achieving maximum results with minimum expenditure. In personal disputes, for example, instead of engaging in prolonged arguments, you might use strategic communication to de-escalate tensions and reach a relationship quickly, preserving both your energy and the relationship. Patience is another critical element of strategy. While strength often seeks immediate results, strategy takes a long-term view. It recognizes that some victories require time to unfold and that acting prematurely can lead to unnecessary setbacks. In investments, for instance, a strategic approach might involve waiting for the right market conditions rather than making impulsive decisions based on short-term fluctuations. In conclusion, strategy is a powerful alternative to strength, offering a path to success that prioritizes intellect, planning, and adaptability. It allows you to achieve your goals efficiently while minimizing risks and preserving resources. By focusing on the bigger picture, understanding the environment, and leveraging the strengths of others, you can overcome challenges and outmaneuver adversaries without direct confrontation. In a world where brute force often leads to resistance and retaliation, strategy stands as a timeless principle for sustainable and meaningful success. Letting time work for you is one of the most underappreciated yet profoundly effective strategies for overcoming challenges and achieving success. Time is a powerful force that can dissolve tensions, reveal hidden truths, and create opportunities if used wisely. In contrast to impulsive action, which often leads to unnecessary mistakes or conflicts, patience and strategic timing allow situations to unfold naturally, often working in your favor. This approach requires discipline, foresight, and trust in the process, but its rewards can be transformative. The first aspect of letting time work for you is recognizing the value of patience. Many people feel pressure to act quickly, fearing that delays signal weakness or indecision. However, hasty actions often backfire because they are driven by emotion rather than careful consideration. Patience allows you to pause, reflect, and make decisions from a place of clarity rather than urgency. For instance, in a heated argument, responding immediately might escalate the conflict, while waiting for emotions to settle creates a space for constructive dialogue. By exercising patience, you not only prevent unnecessary damage, but also position yourself to make more thoughtful and impactful choices. Time also has a way of revealing the true nature of people and situations. When faced with an adversary or a challenge, rushing to conclusions can lead to misjudgments. Giving a situation time to unfold allows hidden motivations, weaknesses, and patterns to surface. For example, in a workplace conflict, observing how a rival operates over weeks or months might uncover inconsistencies in their behavior or intentions. This knowledge gives you an advantage, enabling you to address the root of the issue strategically, rather than reacting to surface-level provocations. The sequence of events leading to battles. Letting time work for you also involves recognizing the natural rhythm of events. Not everything can or should be resolved immediately. Some goals, relationships, or challenges require time to mature. For instance, building trust with a difficult colleague may not happen overnight. Consistent actions over time, such as showing reliability, empathy, and respect, can gradually dissolve barriers and foster collaboration. Let's meet based on trust. By aligning yourself with the natural progression of events, you allow growth and resolution to occur organically rather than forcing outcomes prematurely. Another benefit of leveraging time is its ability to create opportunities. In competitive or challenging situations, acting too early can close doors that might have opened had you waited. For example, in a negotiation, holding off on making an offer allows the other party to reveal more about their priorities and limits. Similarly, in business, waiting for the right market conditions or timing your entry strategically can significantly enhance your chances of success. Time not only creates opportunities, but also provides the clarity needed to recognize them. Patience and timing also allow you to conserve resources. Acting prematurely often leads to wasted effort, money, or energy, especially if the situation requires more information or development. For example, launching a project without adequate preparation might result in costly revisions later. By waiting for the right moment, you can allocate your resources more efficiently and achieve better results with less effort. Letting time work for you also involves trusting in the process and resisting the urge to control every aspect of a situation. This trust is particularly important when dealing with complex challenges that have no immediate solutions. For instance, in personal growth or healing, time is often the most critical factor. Trying to rush through the process can lead to frustration and setbacks, while allowing time to do its work enables gradual progress and lasting transformation. A key aspect of this strategy is staying active and prepared while waiting. Letting time work for you does not mean passivity or inaction. Instead, it involves observing, planning, and positioning yourself to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. For example, if you're waiting for a promotion, use the time to improve your skills, build relationships, and demonstrate your value. When the opportunity eventually comes, you'll be ready to seize it. And lastly, time has a way of healing and diffusing tensions. Many conflicts and adversarial relationships soften with time as emotions fade and perspectives shift. By allowing time to create distance, you often find that situations that once seemed dire lose their intensity. For instance, in personal disputes, giving both parties time to cool off can pave the way for reconciliation, or at least a more constructive resolution. Focusing on self-improvement is one of the most powerful and transformative strategies you can adopt to overcome challenges, achieve personal goals, and build a meaningful life. It shifts your attention inward, placing the emphasis on growth, learning, and bettering yourself, rather than being distracted by external conflicts or comparisons. And when you prioritize self-improvement, you equip yourself with the tools, mindset, and confidence to navigate the complexities of life effectively and gracefully. This journey not only benefits you, but also positively influences the people and environment around you. Self-improvement begins with self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, values, and aspirations is the foundation of personal growth. This requires honest reflection and a willingness to examine your behaviors, thoughts, and habits critically. For example, you might notice that procrastination or negative self-talk is holding you back. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward changing them. Self-awareness allows you to set realistic goals that align with your authentic self and helps you focus your energy where it's needed most, especially in the moments when your temptations, like social media or external influences, take over. Setting meaningful and achievable goals is a crucial aspect of self-improvement. Goals give you direction and a sense of purpose, motivating you to strive for progress. These goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart. For instance, instead of saying, I want to get healthier, you might set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week, or eat more vegetables daily. Breaking down larger aspirations into smaller, actionable steps makes the process less overwhelming and more attainable. A commitment to learning and acquiring new skills is another cornerstone of self-improvement. The world is constantly evolving, and staying stagnant can hinder your growth. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, enrolling in a course, or reading books in your area of interest, continuous learning broadens your horizons and deepens your understanding. For example, developing skills like effective communication or time management can significantly enhance your personal and professional life. This dedication to learning not only makes you more capable, but also boosts your confidence and adaptability. Developing discipline and consistency is essential for long-term self-improvement. Change doesn't happen overnight, and sustained effort is required to see meaningful results. Building positive habits and sticking to them, even when motivation wanes, is a key part of this process. For instance, if your goal is to improve your physical fitness, consistently going to the gym or following a workout routine, even on days when you don't feel like it, will yield results over time. Discipline helps you push through challenges and setbacks, keeping you on track toward your goals. Another important aspect of self-improvement is cultivating emotional intelligence. This involves understanding and managing your emotions, as well as empathizing with others. Emotional intelligence enhances your relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. For instance, learning to handle stress effectively or resolve conflicts constructively can improve both your personal and professional interactions. Practices like mindfulness, journaling, and seeking feedback from others can help you develop greater emotional awareness and resilience. Focusing on self-improvement also means taking care of your physical and mental health. A strong, healthy body and a clear, focused mind provide the foundation for all other aspects of growth. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and stress management techniques like meditation or deep breathing are essential for maintaining energy and focus. Similarly, addressing mental health concerns through therapy, counseling, or self-help strategies ensures that you are emotionally equipped to handle life's challenges. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another critical element of self-improvement. The people you interact with regularly have a significant impact on your mindset and behavior. Surrounding yourself with supportive, inspiring individuals who encourage growth can motivate you to stay on your path of self-improvement. Conversely, distancing yourself from negative influences or toxic relationships can free up emotional energy and create space for healthier connections. Self-improvement is also about embracing failure and setbacks as opportunities for growth. Mistakes and challenges are inevitable, but how you respond to them defines your character and resilience. Viewing failures as learning experiences rather than roadblocks helps you develop a growth mindset. For example, if you fail an exam or miss a work deadline, analyzing what went wrong and how you can improve prepares you to perform better in the future. Finally, focusing on self-improvement involves practicing gratitude and celebrating progress. It's easy to become fixated on what you haven't achieved yet, but acknowledging how far you've come fosters a positive outlook and motivates you to keep going. Regularly reflecting on your accomplishments, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to grow and succeed. Right? In conclusion, focusing on self-improvement is a lifelong journey that empowers you to reach your full potential and navigate life with confidence and purpose. By cultivating self-awareness, setting goals, embracing learning, developing discipline, and fostering positive habits, you build a strong foundation for personal growth. This journey not only enhances your own life, but also enables you to contribute positively to the lives of others and the world around you. Through consistent effort and a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, you can achieve lasting success and fulfillment.